It's time for our season preview with UNA tennis coach Bryce Bishop. The UNA men and women getting set to open up later this weekend. Actually, start with the women. The women return 5 of your top 7 players from a year ago. You have a junior class that's played a lot of tennis the last couple years. Mix in reigning Gulf South Conference Freshman of the Year, Nina Linke. This team has a lot of great pieces back. What's the expectation for them?
Well, they finished the year really strong last year, and we talked in April at the conference tournament. We just come off of losing in the semis to West Florida, who was 5th in the nation, that if we could start the fall where we ended the spring, I think we got a chance to be really good. And I think they've done that. They had a really good fall. We played more this fall than we've ever played. I like the competitiveness. We've been having good practices. So I think the expectations are high. Our conference is extremely tough. You know, we've added 2 teams into the conference that are probably top 30 teams in the nation. So now our conference even got tougher. But yes, we've got a lot of experience coming back. You know, Nina coming off the GSC Freshman of the Year is big. You know, having the best player, freshman player in the conference is very, very important. So, and when you add in Claudia and Neela and Claire, their junior experience, and you add in Donna Haycock, our senior, where just a tremendous leader. And then we plugged in 2 freshmen that we're really excited about, in Elise Sickle and Elisa Savina. So we're really excited about what we can, where we can get to. But once again, we've got to take those daily steps to get there. 2
Division I opponents in your first 3 matches. A tough schedule to get ready for Gulf South Conference play. Overall, though, what does the conference look like in addition to those Division I games on your schedule?
Well, the conference got better with the additions of AUM, which is a traditionally NAIA national champion. Not a top 20 team, but every year they're in the talks to win the NAIA national championship. So both men and women. So when you add AUM, you add Montevallo, which is coming out of the Peach Belt. Their girls are really, really tough. And they've got kind of a new guys team, but when you look at the roster of the guys they put together, it's really talented. So our conference is going to be tough. I mean, you've got the potential to have 4 top 20 teams, top 25 teams in it. So our conference is tough. You throw in Belmont, who's Division I, Lipscomb, who's Division I. That's a tough way to start. But my philosophy's always been, if you want to get better, you have to play tough teams, tough players to get better, and that's what we do.
Let's slide over to the men. The men have made the NCAA tournament each of the last 2 seasons. You return 3 returnees from a year ago, add in 4 newcomers to the mix. What will it take for them to make it a 3rd consecutive trip to the NCAA tournament?
Well, the last couple of years, we've been more of an upper class senior, team. We've had experience. We've had older guys that's been through these battles. They face those growing pains, but this year we're young. So what will it take? It's going to take our younger, inexperienced new guys are going to have to step up and play like old guys. We were intended to replace just 2 guys, with Max Drupal and Benji Poirier. Benji's now the assistant coach, but it ended up we had to replace 4 guys. So, we've got 2 freshmen, we got a junior college transfer, and then a 4-year transfer. How quick the new guys can jump into our league, jump into this level, and play will really be, it'll be dependent on how good we are.
For the schedule, Coach, 2 Division I opponents as well in your first 3 matches, UAB, then UT Chattanooga, then you throw in Valdosta State, West Florida into the mix. So these early Division I opponents, how do they get you ready for conference play?
Well, you've got UAB, which is our traditional opener, and I appreciate Coach Tarr down at UAB always playing us. It's always our first match. They're always very, very good. And then Chattanooga the same way. And then we have West Florida, Valdosta, and AUM. So you sprinkle in there probably a top 20 NAIA Martin Methodist team, and that's our first 6 matches. AUM is top 20, and Valdosta is number 4 in the nation, and West Florida is number 1 in the nation. How does it get you ready? Well, if you're not ready, by the time you play those 5 matches, we're not going to be ready. So we're going to play as tough a teams right out of the gates as we have on our schedule. And hopefully those early matches will get us playing at a level that we can really go out and have a good year.
UNA men and women open up tennis season this weekend against Division I opponents. It's going to be a great year for UNA tennis. Be sure to visit RoarLions.com for all your UNA tennis updates.